Greetings, Cancer. Thank you for being here. This is the first of a two-part series for the strong of 2-3 to 2-9 and what goes along for the Aquarius-Ease on. Today's my birthday, the 3rd, so I'm having fun proving what my Martian placement is all about in the light of the Saturn on my Bitcoin situation solved for the answer that was never Cancer. What you see before you are the stacks of both parts of these readings. We'll be reading 7 cards for the 2-3 to 2-9, and that is a piece of amber and a chime of moldavite. Stay with me to the end because we'll be coming back for the other 7 cards to finish up what this ease on is about. Catch you on the inside of your reading. Greetings, Pisces. How you doing? Thank you to those of you that followed me over here from the strong of 2-3 to 2-9. This is 2 parts, and we're continuing on the pile of cards that were here with the clear crystal quartz point, the black and white obsidian. There were some messages that showed up underneath these. As you can see, I'm just going to kind of move them side by side, and we're going to continue the reading. We've got 2 layers here to see what we've ascended through, Pisces. So this top layer of purple cards that you're seeing here are the John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And these 2 brick-colored cards are the Tarot of Sexual Magic. This is your side and their side, although sometimes stories can crisscross. Know your own designations. What's in the center is what we have in common. This is current situation, recent past or challenge, near future guidance, root, the reason for the situation, and future potential as an outcome here. And then 1 for each of you on the Tarot of Sexual Magic. So let's see what has expanded through the rest of the Aquarius-Ease on. Here in the center, this is pretty much your theme for this ease on of Aquarius. And I'm hearing for those of you that are learning where your balance is what I'm hearing. Because I'm hearing this is like, it's not necessarily a power struggle for some of you all. It's like learning where you can be more in your equilibrium, especially if you've been feeling dizzy. For some reason, I'm hearing so a lot of implications on this and how the moon may be affecting you. We actually have a full moon in the sign of Leo, which is typically what is embodied by this card here. This power card is oftentimes my Leo sun or moon card. Of course, I'm speaking to you as an 8th house Aquarius sun whose moon is right there. And what this looks like to me is somebody balancing everything in the light and shadow attributes of their day and taking a real Saturnian look on where they actually landed. And I'm hearing for some of you all, this is like learning how to use some very good discernment and judgment, especially if you've been dealing with forgetfulness. I'm hearing what it feels like to notice the change in your own seasons, because it's like somebody feeling very primal on this one side here and feeling very saged on the other side, and sometimes fatigued. And I'm hearing it's like getting the right combo, and that for some of you all, this is really what you needed to hear, especially if, excuse me, you've been feeling hung up, because that was kind of like what the outcome potential looked like for the first strong of this period in the ease on of Aquarius. So, what do we see here? We see, I'm hearing for somebody, this might be about dividing power or assets and like where things go to, if this is a reflection on that Six of Pentacles from that other reading. You might want to check that one if you missed it. There's a link below, and also there will be one at the end of this reading. So, what is the recent challenge here in the past? So, disruption. That makes a lot of sense. This is kind of picked up where we left off, because that disruption, or that 16, is actually nearly identical to this 16 here. Tower, energy, two different decks. This is what was coming from the other party, and now it's showing up as your recent challenge. And where that left you, I'm hearing for somebody, it's like how somebody got tied up and taken away. That person looks like they got bound. I'm hearing it might have been against their will. I'm hearing for somebody, this is like coming to grips with a really serious power struggle that's going to be coming to an end here. And for those of you that didn't know what it was about, I'm hearing it's like how long somebody was able to ride the clock is what I'm hearing. You're going to know whether or not that is accurate. I'm hearing for some of you, if this is like your business here, Pisces, it's like you're going to see where somebody was like punching in and like doing things and signing for stuff and taking advantage and trying to make off in a big bag like Santa Claus, you know, stuffing the purse. And wow, it's amazing if you all had the right internet service provider, because all of the phone calls have been recorded and turned over already. So I'm hearing some of the stuff coming back. This is like, I'm hearing it's like edited tape is what this is. It looks like what I've been doing, where you're seeing like bits and pieces of like fragments and torrents where people stacked them all together and they're like, oh, here's a new movie. Pay these people false credits on their information. And I'm seeing it's like something like that might have been going on in your business, where it's like people were like, I'm hearing like cooking docs and like editing PDFs and whiting stuff out. Yeah. Wow. That's like what happened in the 2008, and I'm hearing that might be why this 8 is here. Mortgage crisis and the credit default swaps with Germany for the neo-Nazi Germination credit default swap, where they tried to land in AI packets and sage their ways into paper and bind you to books and false capitalization and credits. Somebody's been dealing with that here, Pisces. Was that you? Okay, let's see what's going on in the near future. Spiritual strength. So some of you all have an amazing partner by your side that's been able to hold it together. And I'm hearing for somebody else, it's just what they could do to try to capsize you, to stick you in their wallet like a trinket. And that's what Bitcoins are to some people. And I'm hearing to do that in the name of China or Qigong, to put a neo-Nazi twist on what Chase is. It's like a lock of a special, it's like a claw, but it opens up dots, and when it shines up, people wake up in states thinking that they're actually there. So I'm hearing that all of the power was on this side before for that first strong of the long that happened in 2-3 to 2-9, where somebody thought they could get their claws on whatever this forceful stripping was to rip a man's head in half. For a Cancer. Ooh, did somebody get a bad diagnosis recently? Yeah. What happens when people try to split an atom open like that? Really weird way to do surgery like this. I just keep seeing things like people are trying to open it, and here this person's all stripped and bound. But here's what you need to know. That tower energy that started here and kicked itself around here goes for the whole strong of this. and it's like it blows the roof up. It's like I see this person like pushing the roof up from a small position here, and it's like either you're building something new because of the destruction, or if you had a really bad contractor in your house that was destroying things, it's like maybe you got a good contractor in there now that's going to help, put the house together. But I'm hearing it looks like something is being consolidated here somehow, Pisces. And it also looks like more of the energy now has shifted from this other side, where now it's being contained, and it's on this side, because this is where majors, and this is, I mean, I'll say it's a minor energy. It's the end of the suit though, because in this deck, spiritual strength, this 9 card is actually the last of the fiery elements. So you might be dealing with somebody that has been going through the motions of how they exercise their power and strength and authority, especially if it's been a temper, and they've been trying to watch their outbursts is what I'm hearing, because this is somebody that I'm hearing they kind of extrovert a different way, and they show up like this. So it might be like some kind of like anger control thing they do, but I'm hearing that the outbursts around have all been recognized. So for some of you all, you've got a really nice partner that's learned how to like channel and like hold on, And for others, you've got somebody that just plays two-faced, that like smacks the burden around and like kicks all the energy around, runs it through you, and then, they just kind of act like they're okay. My child is out there crying. It's his half birthday. It's my birthday. This is our sun moon thing. I'm going to go let my little boy into the studio. I'll be right back. Come on, baby. All right. Yeah, because that's what Johnny and Jacob look like when we're one being. It's like the sun and the moon opposition. And I'm hearing for some of you all, that's like you coming to terms with yourself that way too. And a lot of this has to do with where Venus is touching you. Venus is now in your sign. I don't know where other things are that might be activated by the motion of Venus and Mars taking initiatives at this point. But for those of you that are in the right kind of relationship, you are being asked to watch it, because there's a lot of passionate energy here. This could be fights. This could be other kinds of passion. This could be creativity. And this could also be opportunities to come into greater alignment with understanding and also healing. Because if you are in a situation where you can have healing contact physically with your partner, some of this energy could be better channeled, is what I'm saying. Well, let's see what's at the root here. All right, victory and success. I like it. Good. So that is like, it's kind of like somewhere between, for me, the 6 and the 7 of rods or wands in more traditional style decks. This is somebody that makes it through, and it's interesting. You got 2 6s here. The previous we're reading off of here was the 6 of Pentacles, and now we've got the 6 of the fire suit. So I'm hearing for some of you all, it's a very consistent energy with moving things in a certain direction. I'm hearing just be careful though, because it's like somebody is like standing out at the edge of a cliff there, playing a trumpet. Here's somebody playing some kind of flute or horn and like spraying money everywhere. And it's like, what side is this? Is this like both sides of your brain and just being leaked of things? It's interesting. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like learning how to balance that, because it's like, it's going here, it's going there, it's going here, it's going there. It's like, wow, what am I, Niagara Falls? So let's see what else is going on here. Well, I'm hearing that whatever they're feeling bogged down about, because I'm hearing bogged down here, bogged down, it's going to be okay. They're going to have to deal with it. It's just like a vicious cycle that goes around and around. This side here, whatever was pulling somebody apart, I'm hearing it's like the energy is looking very positive here. It's like nobody can tear you apart, Pisces. And it might feel like that, especially if you realize somebody was like clawing at you in a way that you didn't realize. And it comes to pass that you figure out, like that they were ditching you in some kind of way too, and maybe like scrapping at you at the same time, this unrequited situation. It's like, you're going to be okay, is what you need to know. You've got a lot of power here. Let's see what's in the future outcome potential. Balance. Okay, so this is like the Justice card. This is divine justice happening here. Balance. I'm hearing for somebody, this is... if somebody has like a terminal life illness situation where they are like... I'm hearing being mandated to do something, or being reprimanded to act a certain way, or to come into a greater alignment. It's like, this is your call to action. This is major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. And these are things that you can take initiative with. And it's like a big angel is here to help you rejuvenate yourself, especially if you've been feeling tired, downtrodden, ripped apart, like you're having a power struggle maybe with somebody that's like, putting up a front is what I'm hearing. And, throwing bricks is what I'm hearing. It's like, it's like, little pig, let me come in. Not by the hair, my chinny chin. And for some of you all, it's like knowing the difference between your ability to heal yourself and why sometimes another person has to help you. It's like sometimes you can't maybe see it for yourself, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be something that you feel badly about for benefiting from having an additional source of guidance or assistance to help you see those things and to witness for you. It's also just showing that there's a real major checks and balances over what was witnessed over the whole thing that maybe somebody didn't see. I just keep seeing it's like something oversaw everything here with all that guidance over. It's like something from heaven with all that light around it. And then here we've got like a good steward here in the house that's like holding it all up too, but they're like inside of it. So they can only see what's inside, where this person's like outside and also looking inside. They're going to have a different view, especially if somebody was feeling like they were stuck or hung up. And that's an 11. I'm going to stick that one in my 11/11 wish that I had today from my B-Art days, that we can call divine healing on all of these situations. And that we can see that this is kind of like a revolving gate with this 11 here, and where we can see where disruption was being perpetuated, maybe around and around and around, and people having to hold strength and going upside down, victory and success like they were caught on a clock. And then there's this heartache and 5 of Pentacles, and it's like money just splitting out of both sides of somebody's head. It's like, what a joke on how to make an ein Steine with cracked music, right? Some of you are being asked to reevaluate the way you allow others to influence you, especially if there have been financial ties directly correlating to the level of success that you have. And I'm hearing for some of you all, that is exactly why it's important to know if this situation here with somebody kind of being drained of money with a Tower and a separation and unrequited love is the relationship that you're in right now, or if that's the one that you're leaving. Because for some of you here, this looks like a divorce to me, is what it looks like. It looks like a power struggle, and like somebody here getting favor, and what somebody might do here to take advantage because somebody said no. Let's see what's going on with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. All right, so the Chariot. That is a Cancer card. I'm hearing for some of you all, that might even be the bad diagnosis that you had heard about, that actual word. In which case, just know we're praying because the answers are here now. We don't get to split energy and keep those answers from people now. Maybe you have some special phone calls to make to people about what you would like to do, because This is somebody that's taking initiative. That is a major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. You have the initiative and the impetus to do things now, Pisces. Mars is behind you right now, Pisces. Whatever Venus wants, your creativity, your love, your joy, your happiness, your ability to thrive, especially after somebody kicked you through a tower and maybe ripped your house apart somehow, and you might have thought it was fine at the time because you couldn't balance yourself another way. Sound familiar? Well, the 7 here is at play, and that's what this balance is for. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like looking at their partner differently. It's like, see, he's split. He's got 2 different ways he can go. He's got the crop in his hand. She's there. And I'm hearing it's like knowing there's a choice to be made. The choice is yours. For some of you, it's realizing that either you have a good partner or somebody there that's speaking up on your behalf, that's helping you, that might make you be able to turn your back on something that's not so great. Let's see what's going on over here with them. All right, so we have the 4 of Swords. I don't like this one here. This looks like somebody trying to put an idea into somebody else's head. See, they're literally like prying this person's head open, and this person's like covering the other person's genitals. I'm hearing for some of you all, that might be an apt description about what's going on, especially if there is an unrequited love situation and somebody trying to plant ideas or plant themselves, and power struggles that might happen where somebody kind of stays around for the right sort of payout, what it looks like in front of, you know, the 1111 proof of where we are now and what it is to hang in the balance and not be hung up for the cloth like Christmas. All right, Pisces. Interesting messages. I hope this is helpful. You might need one of these with just your energy. Check your moon and your rising if this is your sun. Check your other signs too. These are not for everybody. And if you need help tightening down on some details, I can give you a kind of like a blood spatter analysis version of what's going on, especially if you have dates, and show you where it actually lands on the crossfire maps where people were looking through with scopes and even editing it on the other side of Fortnite. You know, the epic Fortnite, on the other side of a lens that they thought they got into eyes like mine to, extrapolate. All right, let me know if I can help you. If you feel like this reading would help somebody else, I appreciate your support and sharing it with them. Reach out if you need more support. Very Fine Martians. I've got a chat room there if I don't hear from you. Just know I love you. We'll catch you again soon. We're back for another one.
Catch me.